While many house hunters worry about real estate prices going up, wealthy homeowners are instead looking down. Beneath their houses in well-to-do neighborhoods, there's a trend taking root and causing a stir among neighbors.
But you can't go into a neighborhood, a residential neighborhood, and build what sounds like a boutique hotel.
The homeowners next door are building what's considered an iceberg house, as in there will be more to see below ground than above. A fad that's new to Toronto, imported from the well-heeled streets of the British capital.
There's a surprise around every corner in this house.
Our crew was given a rare tour of a London iceberg house on the market for about $8 million. Zoning restrictions prevented the developers from building higher up, so they dug down and made a lavish living space underground.
So it's a way of effectively adding to the value of your property by creating additional gross internal floor area.
From the movie theater room to those skylights and the spacious below-ground interior, it's an enticing design for a buyer with deep pockets. But back in Toronto, a 250-year-old maple tree had to be cut down to make room for the iceberg house. That was the first sign of environmental risks. And UBC professor Matthew Soules has seen what else can go wrong.
Anytime one is excavating deep into the earth, you run the risk of destabilizing soil and conditions around the property.
In 1954, Hurricane Hazel showed people in Toronto the devastating effects of flooding. Dozens died. And since then, this part of the city is considered environmentally sensitive. Longtime residents say building an iceberg house would only worsen risks driven by climate change.
Now, with the rains being so much stronger, longer, I'm afraid of flooding.
We reached her next door neighbor over the phone. He insists he's not building an iceberg house. He says it's just a normal basement. But the floor plans we obtained tell a much different story. The homeowners were given the city's approval to build a finished 2-story basement more than 6.5 meters below ground, complete with a karaoke lounge, a bar, a pool lounge, and a golf simulator, even a basketball court. Now this city councillor is trying to prevent others from doing the same.
We need to make sure there's regulation and policy around it to protect not just neighbors, but also the environment.
The message? Those with the money to dig deep should consider the real cost, with homeowners asked to do more to curb climate change, not worsen it. Thomas Daigle, CBC News, Toronto.